Tommy, a roller coaster of emotions. How could you sum up your feelings at this point in time?
I must say, one of them is anger. At a decision that probably shouldn't have been given. Not probably, shouldn't have been given. It's not a penalty. It's clearly not a penalty. And but one of great pride in the team, how they played. So much bad luck, Nicky getting an injury and us having to go down to 10 men, and we were the better team throughout the game. Dealt with their, although they start playing off at the back, they go long from the back, and dealt with all that. Got a real good response from going one behind from a mistake, and showed a lot of character throughout the 120 minutes. Unfortunately, we've missed one penalty, and they've scored all 5, and we've ended up out of the cup. And cup football can be cruel, and I think tonight proved that how cruel it can be, because I'm immensely proud of them and hope the supporters are, that they've given everything. But ultimately, we've scored 3 goals and still not won the game, which is disappointing.
Yeah, I can only imagine the frustration, not only the decision you spoke about, but then possibly some other decisions that didn't go our way. George Oakley put in a terrific shift, but at a few occasions where he seemed to be, the shirt was pulled off.
Well, I don't think George got a decision all night, and I can understand that the officials tell you, it's 50-50. Well, if it's 50-50 in terms of shirt pulling, George should get some decisions, but I don't think he did. And there's an opportunity even for a penalty in the first half where Shaughnessy arms are all over him in the box. It could have been a penalty. But listen, I'm disappointed with the decision to give the penalty, but I have to concentrate on how well we did. And I've also got I've reminded the players we did make basic errors. We give away soft free kick. For the second goal, Doyler knows he should save the first one. So I don't want those mistakes to creep in these last 3 games now, and the focus will be to go again. And we proved, because there's some obviously cheap journalism about that. They say we're a one-man team with Kyle. We proved that tonight. We scored 3 goals again, and should have had more. We worked our keeper more than our keeper was worked, and ultimately there are things we could have done better in the game. But ultimately, I mean, in the 119th minute, the referee's got to be 100% that's a penalty, and there's no way that was a penalty.
You touched on the pride about the whole team put in over that period, and especially in the extra time where we were down to 10 men. How much can we then take into these crucial 3 league games that we know now we have until the end of the season?
Well, we had everything in the performance. Quality of play at times, character, great attitude. Yeah, there was a couple of mistakes. If we take that into the last 3 games, I think we'll get more than enough points to stay up. So that's what we've got to do. It's a hard shift for us. We've got to recover well now. And the ones that played 120, like Alan Parr's out on his feet. We've lost Nicky now with a hamstring injury. So we've got to make sure that we recover well. Hopefully Kyle will be fit. And we get ready to go again on Saturday, which is a tough game, away to Motherwell. You
expressed your hope that Kyle may be fit. Is it just that check for the
There's a possibility. I must admit, when he first did it, and obviously he had a bit on, but that was precaution, and he was on crutches. So it's settled down, and that can happen in the first 24 hours. I'm not going to get carried away and try and convince myself he's going to be all right for Saturday. He'll be assessed tomorrow again if there's an improvement. He's got listen, with COVID and that, it's difficult to get the scans right away. He's got a scan on Wednesday morning. We will know the total extent of the damage, and when you find that out, then you know if it's something that he can play with. and I would say Wednesday, Thursday morning we'll have a better idea. I think if it continues to improve the way the first 24 hours is, he certainly will make the last 2 league games.